off with Arsenal because Elikem is excited.
Yeah, excited.
4-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal beat Leeds United.
Yeah.
And a game that a lot of people said will be tough, but they made light work of Leeds.
Yeah, it was supposed to be tough before because Leeds have lost only one, before the Metas now they had lost only 1 in 11 games, and it was at home. They have been very, very impressive. They beat Chelsea there. They drew against Liverpool, a very, very good draw they got there, and they've been a ground where big sides have struggled. The only loss in their last 11 games was against Newcastle, and in that game it took a 93rd minute goal from Harvey Barnes to beat them. So it was expected that it would be a tough day for Arsenal, but I like the way Arsenal made light work of the game, and it's a good reaction. We speak about reactions a lot because we've got into a point in the season where you need to react to what is happening around you. And for Arsenal, having been winless in 3 games, the last one came at in the first game of the year against Bournemouth, and then with Manchester City closing the gap to 4 points, you needed to let down a marker ahead of their game against Tottenham. So yeah, it was very important that Arsenal beat them. The only maybe downside of the win was the fact that we come out of that game with 2 more injuries, Bukayo Saka and Mikel Merino, which I don't know. I feel Mikel Merino is a big blow. I felt, knowing the extent of the injury, we should have gone into the market for a replacement, because you will look at the role Mikel Merino plays in this Arsenal team, especially in the cup competitions. He's a very, very important player for Arsenal, and I think he'll be a big, big miss. Bukayo Saka's injury, thankfully, is not going to be that bad. He's doubtful for the game against Chelsea tomorrow, but I think he should be fine for the Sunderland game. So yeah, but I like the way Noni Madueke stepped in. He gave a good show, and I think he won. He scored his first Arsenal goal. He gave an assist
in the EPL.
In the EPL. Yeah. He got a Man of the Match award. So yeah, it's good to step in. I mean, he got to know 20 minutes before kickoff that he was going to play, and then he stepped up and he put up that performance. So it was a good day all round for Arsenal. And then even better news on Sunday when City played Tottenham.
Yeah, Joe.
Anyway,
to add to what Lekem is saying, I think anytime Arsenal is locked, the set pieces seem to save them, and now we can't take that away from them. It's theirs. You can't even argue that out of 3 set pieces or corner kicks, they won't score 2.
Corner FC.
Yeah, and they've mastered it so well. Now it's like the leeway for them to have that freedom when people come low blocked against them, and it's good. You see, I was yesterday on my space. I was like, even if I'm scared for Arsenal, I think somebody has to help them, because the reaction, if you want to win the EPL, every big club, Antonio Conte's Chelsea, he will go and lose at United. He will lose some games, but the comeback, the reaction was what was important. So if the set pieces are going to help Arsenal win the league, fair enough, they need it. Arsenal need it now. And some games that are coming out, I look at Arsenal's fixtures and they'll go to Etihad.
Yeah, that's like in the next, that's in April, right?
Yes, it will come. Where the fatigue is setting in for some first team players. But if you look at how City are playing, I think somebody has to help Arsenal. All the time in winning the leagues. Oh yeah, because I feel like the way if the United game made me feel like when Arteta is confused, now he really needs what individual brilliance, and it often comes from Trossard. When Arsenal needs that lack, Trossard is there, and so if he's not around to do it for us now, then I'm scared for Arsenal. Unless there's a Gabriel header or anything like that to rescue us now. When you don't get that, it's a draw or defeat. So I never big up Zubimendi. I think Rice is getting all the praises and everything, his flowers and everything. But Zubimendi, he's playing like he's already played in the EPL before. And I want to call it the smartest transfer last summer, because it was
he received a lot of it was complex. In speaking about reactions, he's one player I really like his reaction. He had a very bad game against United. Probably his worst game in an Arsenal shirt, because after that mistake, I think he was at fault for the first 2 goals, because there's one thing Arteta keeps stressing on: you don't lose your duels. He made a mistake for the first goal and he lost his duel against Dogu for the second United goal. It was all about reacting. He got a day off when Arsenal played Kairat and Martin in the Champions League. He came back in he came back and then he basically got us underway, scoring the first goal of the game. And he was very assured.
Yeah, to come from the backs area and do well, it's a good thing for them because they barely make moves. So I'm happy for him. My smartest move from last summer is happy. Good to see the Kai Havertz back.
Yeah.
And the set pieces will be more and more. So as now, I mean, they should keep on and other teams will help them because the way Man City are playing, I don't think Maguire will even help them not concede goals. So yeah, good one for us now.
We'll come to Man City because I have a lot to say.
Interesting one. Yeah.
Anyway, let's come to your team, Ajo, Chelsea. For 2 games in a row, it looked like your coach had to go and correct mistakes.
Yeah, which you don't like as a football lover.
From his starting lineup. Is it beginning to worry you? Or perhaps it shows you that, listen, no matter what happens, your coach... Because, I mean, Chelsea could have easily gone 4-0 down in the first half.
Because I want to explain it well for Chelsea fans to understand. I mean, they are listening, so the majority might even be aware. So, interestingly, though, some will comment and some will agree, probably when they even call, if we still have time. Because, look, you guys remember when Maresca was sacked? The rumors or what we heard from Athletic, and Athletic is a tier 1 source, is that now doctors at Chelsea Football Club have a say in how many minutes key players who are injury prone should play. So if you watch Reece James, if you watch Fofana, Cole Palmer, and those injury kind of players that need to be managed, they don't get 90 minutes at Chelsea Football Club again. So we thought it was Maresca making this kind of calls. Apparently, it was the doctors who issued that instruction or collaborate with the coach to make that decision. And Maresca fell out, don't like it because he's a world champion. He was like, I want to play my people. Let me play them. That was where, if you don't know, that was the beginning of Maresca's downfall at Chelsea. Now, Rosemary has come in, the lion man, Coach Rose. He did talk past. He be the best sports journalist in the world. He can chat. He comes in, and he's aligning himself with whatever the club wants to do. Now, of course, Chelsea is becoming a one-half team. I will let guys understand the reason why this one-half team, when it's done, Chelsea has to become dangerous. Now, Chelsea will play well in the first half. Second half, when they take the key players out, they have to revert back to being normal and probably concede goals. Chelsea will play funny in the first half. Second half, they will come and do.
But these are supposed to be young players. Why are you managing young players?
Because they'll bring in the key players, those who are using the system, and they'll get them the goals. So if you watch her, now Chelsea are having very good second halves, and first halves are bad because of the rotation.
But if it's clearly not working, why are they still persisting with it?
It's not working for them now?
No, I mean, like I said, against Napoli, you have to dig deep. Against West Ham,
because it began under Maresca, and we're losing games, they are getting used to this second half better performances. And if Chelsea is scoring 3 goals in second half, then imagine now, these doctors forget that, okay, now everybody is fit and they can play full 90 minutes, and Chelsea can marshal a first 11, a strong first 11 for the first time in how many years? For how many months?
So should this not rather be an indictment on the medical team? Because, I mean, these are professional football players.
Yes. But they feel like they are protecting their key players.
Where were they bought?
Did they work with James?
Big games?
Did they work with James? Maybe he did. Did they work with Fofana? We've not seen him injured again in some time. Palmer needed that match fitness. It's working with him now. So I don't want to even look at the negative of the doctors. Luckily for we, if now a coach has come in, and the coaches are aligning with what these doctors want to do, okay, fair enough. Now, what I want to tell Chelsea players and the fans is that when these one half brilliant games stop, we need to go in full 90 minutes and finish games off. Because if you can play second half against a West Ham team that we're closing all passing lanes and you find there's small spaces to operate and you score 3 goals, then if your full 11 is playing, that same mindset should be there for you to win games. First half, second half, 3-0, 3-0, but then you go and compete with Arsenal next season. Because Fofana is okay now. Now bring in players who are fully fit and have match fitness and can go full 90. Football is not only 45 minutes. Chelsea is becoming the one half team. And if it doesn't work, we'll go straight to the doctors and Leon Rosner and the board. It's working, so we enjoy. Because I keep saying that when Chelsea win games on a comeback, we have to celebrate because in Spain, Man won't do a comeback and go and look at the problems first. They'll enjoy the comeback. And this is a Premier League record. 2-0 than Chelsea. It doesn't happen before. So Chelsea fans, please gauge the fact that you see these key players playing full 90 minutes. But I would prefer that they start games, get your win, bring in the average players. Hey, Garnacho out for beat them. Bring in your average players, let them come and continue the game. That one is equally risky. You see, but let's go to the Chelsea coach. So far, I think it's not bad. It's every coach has to be intelligent, and what he has done, he has not really changed anything. He hasn't changed much. You were not happy on Wednesday Champions League when he tweaked the system and tried his style at Strasbourg. It didn't work, and he brought his normal play and did the comeback in Naples too. Now, one thing he has done that we have to really, really give him his applause is that he has changed the mentality of some 1 or 2 players, even though he's saying that he's changing everybody's mentality. Garnacho is not still playing well. You can't change his mentality. Gittins is still lacking confidence. You see, but to enter Joao Pedro's head, to give him that kind of confidence, I think I want to blame the injury. That's what brought his confidence down when Maresca's last days. Because Joao Pedro was not scoring again. Now he's scoring again. The club World Cup Joao Pedro is back. And because this coach is getting some personal relationship with them. Now Sanchez, Joao Pedro, Enzo, they have been different under this coach, all because he has time for them.
But Sanchez is giving away some very cheap goals.
I like the confidence of Sanchez now. At halftime, telling the fans, calm down, football for 90 minutes. That's not Sanchez we knew from 2 years ago. He doesn't even care about fans. Now we have a leader and a keeper. And in football, the person...
A leader who is conceding cheap goals.
Oh, of course. But after that, he against Napoli, that Lukaku save was a brilliant one. Oh. He would do... That's Sanchez for you. He would do that also save some big games. But for Sanchez to be doing this, because keeper, in football, you see everything happens on the pitch, because they're the big eye. So if we are having a Sanchez that is improving, it's good for us. But what Liam has done, 2 things. Being the head of the key players, 1. They are playing for him now. Because like you say, oh, I want to know the name of his kids. Go and take your kid. I'll give you an extra break. It doesn't work for some coaches, though. If it's Chelsea, to work for Chelsea. The last tactics, small man management. It's working. But one thing I've done is that now, because our off-the-ball structure, 80%. But they actually will spoil it all the time. We know. Now the fans want to beat him.
How does that guy make his way into the...
I don't know. And because why are they playing? They are playing because of resale value to ship them out.
So you look at a lot of these players who come into your second halves or who start your games and get hold of. Is there an issue of a lack of quality? Because the entire left side of your team was changed in the second half.
Yeah.
Hato, Garnacho and Badiashile.
Yeah. And of course, you see, we flexed the window and we destroyed our bench. Last time we did that. And the signings we brought in are not working. Gittins and Garnacho, they're not working. Hato is not working. So our first team players have to be also be playing now. They have to do the work for us. Lavia, you were brought to come and save Enzo and Caicedo. They are not around. They are playing multiple games. Now our biggest fear is if Enzo or Caicedo gets injured, what are we going to do? You can't play anybody. So I want to. For me, I told Chelsea fans that Lam will do a good job. I've seen him. I've seen what he yesterday. I watched PSG versus Strasbourg.
Yeah.
And they are still playing his way.
Playing his system.
His way. So he has still something there. And this is not how he wants to play for Chelsea. He wants to do it. He's doing it little by little, inculcating it to them step by step. It will work. But Chelsea fans, be happy because we need the 3 points now. Look at you. Imagine Man U. We are not winning games. No cabas on the table. So we are winning. They are winning. When we do 3-2, don't do 3-2. Fine, fair enough. We are waiting for that game at Stamford Bridge. So the off the ball structure.
No Stamford Bridge.
No, we played at the.
No, they beat you at Stamford Bridge.
No,
they beat you at Stamford Bridge.
Nah, Old Trafford.
Check. They beat you at Stamford Bridge. It was a home game.
Maresca.
It was a home game. Sanchez. It was a home game.
You check it. It was away. The red card was away. Check.
It was at Stamford Bridge.
Nah. They come and check. Question will check for us. So Chelsea fans, be happy with Liam Rosner. I think defensively, when you come to Chelsea and the first thing you want to do is work on the defense, you're a smart person. Because the defense is the problem. And big ups to Chaluba and Fofana. The only 2 players I don't play one under. Let me go hard on them. 2 players. I'm not enjoying 2 players. Rich James. I'm not feeling. Maybe he misses Maresca. Fair enough. I'm not feeling his vibe under Liam so far. Maybe it will come. And Caicedo, I don't want to say is that deep. I think he's not getting used to being a single pivot or pair with Santos, which he's not used to. So good time. Us now at the Emirates, they should get ready for us. We are coming, no pressure on us. You have to win a trophy for your fans. We are okay. We are Club World Cup champions. We'll see what happens at the Emirates tomorrow, God willing. But Charlie,
well, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be. It's not done.
The
tie not
man,
done.
Rosemary, Coach Rosé, Rosalinda. He has like 5 nicknames. That's Chelsea for you. And Kosi, I like how he speaks. The way he speaks alone is going to take him far in the Chelsea. He shouldn't change. He shouldn't change. That's all I can say too.
Look, just to add to what he said, you don't know what you are going to get from this Chelsea side. It's either they are the best, they are prime Barcelona or the Harlem Globetrotters, or then they are the worst team you've ever seen.
Or Wolves.
Yeah, you understand. So, but look, at the start of the season, I said I predicted Chelsea to challenge for the title, and it wasn't because I wanted. It wasn't for banter or for because I was joking. I actually believe this Chelsea team had the quality to at least compete.
So they said that game was at Old Trafford.
Yeah, Old Trafford.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Look at me, Chelsea. All the Chelsea games, do my gumption inside.
I thought that game was at Stamford Bridge.
Nah, it was raining. I remember.
So Sunderland have got a 3rd goal.
Okay.
They are on the roll.
Why you were playing very bad in the first few minutes? Sanchez red card. It was at Old Trafford.
I remember the park and it looked like Stamford Bridge. That's the thing.
We'll give it to them there.
So yeah. So like I was saying, I believe Chelsea could have challenged for the title. They could have challenged, but my problem with Chelsea this season has been they seem to create problems for themselves in the team, needless problems. Honestly, because I felt things were going on for Chelsea until they self-distracted. And you see the second half performance against West Ham. It came to me by no surprise because this is a quality squad.
Yeah.
They have some very good players that will start in almost every team in the league. You understand? So I'm really not surprised, but I feel at the end of the day, Chelsea would look at themselves and they would feel they should be in a higher position. They should be in a higher position than they are. And I do think they're on course. I do not think top 4 qualification is in danger. I do think they have the squad to beat any team in Europe in 2 legs. So now they are still in contention for all the cups,
all the
trophies. So
tomorrow against Arsenal, 3-2 Arsenal lead. I think because of indiscretion again.
Advantage Arsenal, but
it's still not done. It's still not done because look, it can go anyway. That game can go.
The game is at the Emirates.
Some persons are saying when he wins that game or qualify for the final, they are now fully trusting him.
But he can go. It can go anyway. The only advantage for Arsenal is Chelsea will need to beat them by more than 1 goal.
Yeah.
And
maybe extra time or penalties
at the Emirates.
I think penalties.
No, it goes to extra time.
Extra time.
For the
the thought of the Tuesday game going to the lineup for perhaps.
It should have. It could have. Because even when you watch Arsenal's game, Bereti Eze, Odegaard, Martin Odegaard, they all didn't start the game against Leeds.
Wow.
Even Calafiori was on the bench.
Yeah.
So they both managers had the Tuesday game in mind. So it also played a part.
Now let's move on to the red side of Manchester United. So they are showing us that game. That game.
It was at Old Trafford.
Yeah. Wadu is showing us that game at Old Trafford.
Almost did the comeback.
Anyway, Manchester United, let's look at them. They have researched very aggressively under Michael Carrick. The King of Joe.
Yeah.
Should they just give this man the job?
Kosi, it's a big question. And when you ask 2 or 3 or 4 United fans, it will just trigger a debate amongst them. You see, some will say, Man U fans they don't want to remember the only vibes where when you give an interim coach, first of all, of course, the interim job is very, very nice. It's a beautiful job, the best job you ever have in football. Less pressure. Now sign the contract and the players become like strangers to you. You don't have to coach them for them to listen. So Carrick is not there yet. Now the only reason why you can have Carrick as the head coach for like some years is that there's a certain Steve Holland who is experienced. Now people think when we mention Steve Holland, we are trying to credit him alone and add nothing to what Carrick is doing. No, it's Carrick who even chose him to come and let's work together. He is the head coach. But because this man is so known and popular and because of his hard work, we feel like he has done something good in England that when he's part of your team, you see the effects positively. So I don't think United should keep Carrick at the end of the season. But what they should do is that they should make sure Steve Holland is around. Now, Steve Holland was around for Chelsea Football Club when Antonio Conte came. When things were going west for Conte, Conte for the first time probably in his coaching career listened to somebody and he won the league. Where the man helped him, coached him to knowing how to adapt to the EPL. Don Carlo came, this man did the same thing. Interim coach passes through Chelsea, he did the same thing for them. He earned the England assistant coach job. He knows the English players. So if you are bringing Nagelsmann, if you are bringing Thomas Tuchel, you bring in, because if man you can bring an above average coach, a coach with who can handle egos, and also have like probably a tier 2 tactical plan, and you add a very good technical team, because they'll be dangerous. They can even like go hard for the title next season. Because if you give Carrick the job, now the pressure will come. It is only vibes again. I want to believe he's a very intelligent person, a very good coach. But the pressure, this is a club that won the EPL. Just want like 2 of the middle trophies, Champions League or EPL. It's not coming. Look at the legend Bruno Fernandes, the only legend without a trophy, a middle trophy. How? They need something huge. So it's not Carrick. So I've seen some Man U fans feel like, oh, Carrick can do the job. These few interim job games that he's winning, he's doing well. He hasn't even won without an uniform logo. It's good because they need a good coach. They need an established midfielder. If you are going to play like a 4-3-2, they need that left winger. Now they have a very good bench. They spend some good money. If you have Mason Mount on the bench, Cunha on the bench, some key players on the bench, it's fair. You have Sesko. I'm sure they'll even go into the market again and go for a striker because they feel like Bomo is a right winger. So, because you don't give this job to Carrick, it's early days yet, but don't make that mistake and go and give the job to Carrick. And then when he's struggling, all the stress will become on Steve Holland or somebody. No, the pressure when it gets to the main coach, it affects the assistant coach. So nobody's saying Carrick is a bad coach, but it's the pressure. Is that when you sign a 2-year long-term contract, the players they don't want to even listen to you.
But Elikem, Carrick has started on a certain note. We've seen patterns.
Because the patterns that you see it.
He knows where to play these players and how to get them ticking. Surely that should be enough, shouldn't it?
For one credit, one of the biggest credits I'll give him is the fact that he's done the simple things. He's gone the United way.
The 2 coaches are fighting enough.
He's gone the United way. You see, Amorim came in and I'm sure probably they signed Amorim to instill his own style of play. But Carrick has signed him. Carrick signed, I'm not sure they signed him with a style of play in mind. They just signed him to steady the ship. Now he's coming and he said, what is steadying the ship at United? Going the United way. Risk-free, risk-free, free-flowing football. That's what he's playing at Manchester United. Playing the normal 4-2-3-1, like we've always said it several times. Playing players in their position. He's not trying to stop any opponents from playing. He's not implementing any complicated structure, any complicated philosophical system or anything like that. He's just going in a normal 4-2-3-1, playing their players in the right positions, and then allowing them to express themselves. You've seen Manchester United playing without the handbrake on. They are playing without fear. Against Arsenal, one thing you notice about Manchester United, and it's one very important thing I've seen from them in the last 3 games, they are playing like they have nothing to lose. And when you have a team playing that way, and you see, and you watch it, and honestly, actually, you can't blame them for playing that way because they have only 14 games in the season left. They are out of all cup competitions.
Yeah, they have rest.
It's like they are just enjoying themselves on the pitch. And when you have players like Cunha, Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, these are 4 very talented footballers. If you are playing them without any complicated tactical instructions and telling them to enjoy themselves on the pitch, you are going to get results. Because that is what these guys know how to do, to enjoy themselves on the pitch. And with 14 games left, that is all you can ask of the boys. Because the last year at United has been a mess. They went a whole year without winning back-to-back games. It was serious at Manchester United. So when a manager like Michael Carrick is coming in without the pressure of keeping his job on a 6 month, they've given him a 6-month contract. Come steady the ship. That's just what he should do, and he's doing exactly that. Now, whether he should stay, I agree with Ajo on that. I do not think Manchester United should make the same mistake they made with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or maybe with all these other managers. They need to go out there and get the best manager in the world.
And who is available to them?
After the World Cup, coaches are available.
There will be matches. There will be coaches available. If the World Cup ends or even before the World Cup, when the season ends, they should assess their options. Yeah. Look for the best manager available and then appoint him.
Yeah.
So like
if it doesn't work,
Thomas Tuchel, I'm hearing two names.
If it doesn't work, you know you went for the best in the business and it didn't work.
Nobody can count for you.
You understand?
100%.
So it is not a case where you are taking a risk on a young manager or a manager just showing good promise somewhere else.
The interim coach,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If at the end of the season they feel Carrick is the best amongst the options they have, fair enough.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel Manchester United, the big club they are, biggest club in England, by far. They need to be taking the best manager in the business.
100%.
So in the summer, for me, I feel as good as Carrick does, let them enjoy the ride.
Do you think
enjoy the ride?
Can they convince Thomas Tuchel after the World Cup?
It all depends on how England perform. And where Thomas
will he extend?
And where Tuchel sees himself as England, because the England job is it pays well.
Yeah, it does. I think if he wins the World Cup, he will move back to club football.
Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens.
There are a few coaches, but let's see what happens. Anyway,
yes.
Let's move on to Tottenham Hotspur and in effect Manchester City. Manchester City bottled a 2-goal lead against Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham fans were not happy about it because they said no, we all agree that this game there will take dash. But then again, Thomas Frank, Ajo, is he finding his feet?
Yeah, see, Kosi, I now get the reason why when he draws or loses a game in the EPL and they want him sacked, nobody can even talk about sacking him, because in the Champions League, the top 8 he was there, very comfortable, like 4th position. And I was like, wow, people didn't pay attention. He was doing well in the Champions League, but not in the EPL. And the Champions League brings more money to the club. So, I mean, you cannot sack him. But, I mean, he's a man for the big games. I mean, he has done one for us now. Funny enough, we saw him with the caps and all that time. I thought it was edited. But it looked real. I mean, that was, for Spurs to do something big for us now, that's huge. All Arsenal fans were watching that game. But, because we were all feeling like Man City can give that fight, that chase. And when you bring in a new centre-back, like like Magui, to partner Kusanov, or Aki, or anybody, there has to be time for them to gel. Now, Kusanov and Magui already naturally there's a language barrier. They can't communicate, not even with instincts. It will be difficult.
Because Kusanov's communication problem, Pep highlighted it when he joined. He
interesting.
Said, football is a universal language. And
you have to be a blend in. Even instinctively, they will struggle a little bit, because they are not playing for the first time. They are not training together. So I thought Magui would come in straight with the like of Semenyo and help them probably get the wins and chase us now. But with how City are playing, Pep is still experimenting some stuff in attack. Sometimes he wants to bench Haaland and see life after Haaland, but people are not getting this well. If Pep is benching Haaland, it's not benching Haaland because Haaland is not formal. I feel like they are planning without Pep too, and he himself is helping himself plan without he not being around. So what can City do without Haaland? When he's not around and Pep is not around, can they go in hard? So this draw, I'm not surprised, but I'm happy for our brother Semenyo, because it will interest you to know that in England, if he's a winger, the wingers in EPO, he's the one leading the chase.
Yes, he's the only winger. I think he's the only winger who has scored it was only this weekend that I think some scored 6. So
yes,
I think
and not even divert, because the English wingers or the EPO wingers, we need to have that conversation. The numbers are bad.
This season has been a bad season for some of the wingers.
The numbers are bad.
A lot of them.
I was having a conversation on my space, and they said, Ajo, come to La Liga. It's something similar there. So what is happening to natural wing play in football? The basic fundamental of a winger, you have to know how to complete takeovers. But in modern football, it has like expanded.
The last time we had a very interesting debate on the Sporty Drive, right? And we spoke about football maybe between 1995 and 2014, 13.
The Arabian era coming to an end.
Yeah, and football from that 2014 till date, right? We spoke about the difference in dynamics and the fact that, you know what, now football has become a lot less of the aesthetics and a lot more of the tactics, and they touch the ball 2 times and turn in the angle of 360 degrees and be in the shape of this
and bend the shoulder
and do this and be in the half spaces and play as a CCB and all of that. Back in the day, we had exciting footballers because the wingmen were doing the job of the wingmen.
Yeah.
The strikers were up there waiting for balls to score goals. The defenders were hard men, hard tacklers. The midfielders, we had one who was an anchor man and one who was a creative, and then we had a number 10. But football has changed. Is that not resulting in the fact that you don't see the silky, smooth, effective wingers anymore?
As for the wingers, there's only one reason why. There's only one reason why we are not seeing that type of flamboyant wingers. There's only one reason. And it is the 2 guys, Messi and Ronaldo. They are the one who changed. They are the one who changed the game.
Quick question.
They changed the game for wingers.
I know, but quick question.
Yeah.
If they have changed the game for wingers and a whole season as a winger, like if you mentioned that your first, basic thing to do as a winger is to complete takeovers and dribble and probably give assists. Your second is to at least get some goals. Yeah. If after half a season we are getting only one person in double figures, isn't it a bigger problem?
Yeah, this has been a poor season for wingers. That's a different conversation we're having right now. It's been a poor season for wingers. I've noted. You go through all the big clubs in England. You look at City, Doku. Aside Semenyo, they just bought. You look at Doku, he scored 1 goal this season.
Wow.
You look at Oscar Bob, they've just sold him. The other wingers, they are Foden. He's been in and out of the team. You look at even Foden, can we consider him as a winger? He's been playing more as a central midfielder these days. So you look at, you go to Manchester United, Cunha. He's not scored I think 5 goals in the league this season. Mbeumo has been playing as a striker these days.
Amad Diallo.
He scored like 2 or 3 goals. You look at Arsenal. Bukayo Saka 4 goals, Trossard 5 goals.
Net to 5 goals.
You look at Chelsea, none of their wingers are about 5 goals.
Yeah.
You understand? So even Liverpool, Mohamed Salah, he scored 4 goals
this season
in the Premier League.
Crazy.
Someone who scored 29 goals last season. You understand? So it's been a very bad season for wingers, especially at the top clubs, and we do not. It's something we should be mindful of. Maybe it's a striker season this year because you look at the strikers, you look at the top 5, you look at the top 3. Aside Semenyo, I think it's Igor Thiago on 16 goals, Haaland on 20 goals. Then coming up behind Semenyo is Ekitike on 11, and then you have Joao Pedro on 9, and other guys coming up there. So yeah, maybe the strikers have outperformed the wingers this season in terms of goals.
So top 10 we have Haaland on 20 goals, Igor Thiago 16, Semenyo 12.
Yeah,
he's a winger.
Yeah. He's the only winger I think in the 10.
Yeah, Hugo Ekitike 10, Pedro 9, Dominic Calvert-Lewin 9, Eli Kupi Jr. 8, Danny Welbeck 8, Enzo Fernandez has 8 goals, and Brian Mbeumo has 8 goals. But in the assist table, Bruno Fernandes has 12. Cherki, who is a winger, or however you want to say.
Number 10.
7. Grealish 6. Xhaka 5. Injured Kudus 5. Morgan Rogers 5. Haaland 5.
Yeah.
Salah 5, Yankuba Minte 4, and Hartman 4.
Yeah. So it's what we're saying. It's what we've been saying. Like this season has been a bad season for wingers. So
and your Robert Sanchez is the second on the clean sheet table.
Yeah. I think Raya is first with 12 or 13.
12.
He had 13 the whole of last season, and he's on 12 already this season.
Then Sanchez has done well. The 2 of them are competing quite well. It's good.
So yeah.
All from Spain.
Yeah, so that's like I was saying, it's been a really bad season for wingers. And going on to the broader conversation about the change in wing play from then. Look, I feel like Messi and Ronaldo changed the game for wingers in the sense that because of the success of Messi and Ronaldo, now the top goal scorers in the team want to be wingers. The main goal scorers in the team want to be wingers. So when you go on the pitch in an academy on the under 14, under 15, under 17s, under 21s, whatever under age range you want to mention, I feel like players now, forwards now, who are good goal scorers, do not want to be limited to a centre forward role. They want to play as wingers. Yeah. Back then, when you go to any team at all, like on even street football, and go to any team at all, when they set out an 11, the best players are the number 9s and the number 10s.
Yeah, the 4-4-2.
But these days, because of the successes of these two guys, the best players in the team want to be wing forwards instead of being the centre forward or the number 10. And that has in effect, over the years, caused a change in how we view the centre forward and the wing forward. We now expect our centre forward to be involved in the play more, and we now expect the wingers to score more. Back then, it was a reversal of roles, where we expected wingers to be involved in the play, but not necessarily demand goals from them. But these days, we expect centre forwards to be involved in play. That's why we call ball playing centre forward. We have this fanciful woke in quote names for them. But back then, wingers were not burdened with goal scoring. But these days, because someone stood on the wings and scored 50 goals a season, someone stood on the wing and scored 72 goals in a season. Every youngster coming up, every winger coming up doesn't want to be a dribbler. They want to be a goal scorer. Because even as a winger, when you're judging you at the end of the season, we don't look at your tips and say how many take-ons you complete. It's the last thing we look at. We look at how many assists did you make, how many goals did you make. Because these two guys changed the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then again, the wingers have doing. We probably will never see another Eden Hazard, or perhaps
we might see them but they'll be one of a kind, because a player like Esteval, he's in that mood of a player who is
numbers, but
he's not burdened with giving crazy numbers. The worry about players like Esteval is a time is going to come where fans are going to demand that
numbers from him. And Yamal, we've seen it already.
But Yamal is doing the numbers this season.
And aside fans demanding that, it's not going to be limited to fans per se. The team is going to demand him, because when they see you as a best player in the squad, they are not going to demand the playmaking alone from you.
But you look at Yamal.
They want you to add the goals to get over the line, and also for a player like that who is tipped as a Ballon d'Or level talent to win the big award, you need to score more goals.
Yeah. So can we say that because we also are demanding more from number 9 this modern football, they have to drop deep, they have to link up play, they have to be like a false 9, like it means in the coin names, false 9. Because of now they are sharing the duties, we now demand a lot from the wingers.
Yes.
So if your primary role is to give an assist, now the second one is to score the goals.
Yeah. My problem is not even the demands from this one. It's the fact that the two guys have changed the mentality of everyone involved.
Is that a bad thing for you?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's a different thing. That's what I'll say. It's a different thing, because now when you go to a random pitch, when you see a winger, those days when you see wingers, they don't really care about dribbling and getting past there and going on the bar line.
Enjoy watching them from there.
Cast your mind back to when you were in school. School team football. Wingers didn't care about scoring goals.
Number 7.
Konama cross. Yes. Konama cross. But these days, because of the wing forward system, where players are, where we've had wingers being inverted centre forwards. A key example, Mo Salah. You see players like Cristiano now, they are inverted centre forwards, playing on the wings. Because of their successes, it has changed the way we view wingers, in that we now see wingers as people who should be giving us more goals. Yeah. So that's the thing. That's the reason why there's a change in the wing play from 1995 to 2013, and then from 2013 to now. Because you can't. At the end of the season, I hope he score 5 goals in Chelsea, and we'll say it's a good season for him.
Yeah, because he's in flamboyant.
He scored 5 goals. Now Joe will come and tell you your numbers are low.
No, it's bad. We have to lash him.
I mean, Hazard's best season in the 21.
Yeah. Exactly. Hazard's best season in the APL, he scored 16 goals.
16 goals.
And this is one of the best.
I mean, in all competitions.
And with all bias aside, you know the way I like to banter Hazard. Yeah. He's been one of we can't name 3 wingers in the EPL and not name it.
So he was trying to change the narrative, but it didn't really work.
Even it got to a time the season he scored 5 goals. They were demanding goals from him.
Yeah, but you look at Lamine Yamal this season. He's taking the flamboyance up
a little bit out
to the
game. He's adding a lot more
into
that, because he's understood what it means.
To do to win. Yeah, Because a quick one from Real Madrid and to end the show. I think we have some.
But I had a lot to say about Manchester City.
I did that.
Because
only 3 of the 3 hours is not enough.
Because you wanted to.
But let Ajo have his bite on Real Madrid.
Yeah. I think the Madrid fans they want to hear. They want to do a demonstration against Perez.
What has he done to them?
He's doing a lot now that's not good. And you see, somebody reminded me, Ajo, you said this on the platform so many years ago that he's the problem. We thought you were joking, or we thought you were being, kind of probably throwing this words out. But for what he has done for the club, and for them to want to do such a demonstration, it is bad. It's a bad run for Madrid. If you look at me saying Manchester United are the biggest club in England, they are the biggest club in the whole world. We cannot argue that. And now they are giving us Chelsea vibes. Potter, a Potter-like coach.
Abeloa, but he's winning games.
They win. You see, Madrid. One thing about it's beyond winning for them. That's what they always do. You win and they don't care. It's beyond winning. You have to win. You have to win the trophies. Every player on the pitch has to play well. I was looking at Camavinga. I said, Camavinga, what's happening to Camavinga? The whole
Camavinga?
Yes. And the biggest problem now is that the key is that he has refused to respect the January transfer window. Barca don't do that again. They brought in Cancelo. If not for instance, they brought in somebody for balance in their fullback position. Madrid doesn't want to respect the January transfer window.
They needed a defender so bad. I don't know why
they lost Euro.
I don't know why they've not gone for a defender.
Station centre back. This guy they bought from Bournemouth. The Hoyson is fair. He's okay. If he asks Militao, everybody will like the Hoyson. But the balance at defense is not there because
sometimes they play Carreras there. Sometimes
doesn't work.
It's just bad. Madrid need defenders who love the art of defending. You see, that's the thing. They need defenders who want to win the ball back. They just live for winning the ball back from openness. In the Madrid team right now, you have a lot of players who want the ball on their feet, but they don't want to work hard to get the ball.
Exactly. But that's not like a
so you have 2 men down already, because Vinicius and Mbappe, they know.
That's why that's why you see Bellingham running around a lot
all the time,
because he's the one doing the pressing, he's the one doing the tackling, he's the one doing everything defensive and attacking.
And you see, with Bellingham's runs, a lot of runs, less cut.
Yes.
The technique to cut the ball and get the ball, do the dirty work. He's running, but the running. Is it effective to win the balls back? Not often. So they need a lot of profiles in that team. And if they're not getting that, maybe he has just the money to go and do some loan, and he wants to get the money and just spread it in the summer.
He's a big man.
Big
time engineer. People are speaking of him.
So of course, I have just 3 solutions for them. And these are coaches. I've said it on my space already. Now, when Mourinho disciplines them, which is likely, because that man, when he wants something, he will get it. And if Mourinho wants to do a last minute, last dance in Spain, he won the Madrid job. Madrid fans might not agree, but think about it very, very well, because likely it can happen and say, hey, Ajo, okay. No, I've analyzed and I'm telling you that likely this man will want to beat Madrid home and away or win the tie and ask for the job. There can be a win for Benfica at Bernabeu and there'll be a meeting that come and take the job after the season. You can just give him 2 years, he will do the job for them. He will build them something again and plan. This will be a contingency plan where you plan for a coach somewhere, come and take over after Mourinho. Mourinho won't do 3 years at Madrid. There's Unai Emery.
We heard they are looking at him.
Yes, a perfect match for them, in the sense that he has seen it all at big clubs and struggled. I don't think Unai will take this job and want to fumble, because the balance of him having some tactical genius around him, he's very tactical, and also know how to manage players. It will help him at Madrid, and they will help him win trophies because he manages these players where he can defend. Unai Emery can set up a team where you cannot score him. He can do that, and then it's also Klopp. But to give the job to Abeloa, the way he talks at the press conference alone, Charlie, it's like he's coaching the Castillas. It is very bad. So Madrid fans, I like how Madrid fans are, because when the team is not going well, they don't want to talk plenty. They want to just they are angry in their spirit. That's all. They don't want to even come out and rant. And I've realized something about their big top socials, because they don't really want to talk about the problems about in the club. Like Madrid fans zoned extras. They just prefer updating. While they have the numbers to tell the fans the truth. I'm not a Madrid fan, Kosi. If I want to talk about Madrid on probably social media, I'll have, let's say, maybe 100 Madrid fans come and listen to my space or anything. It's 100.
Madrid.
it's plenty for me, but it's not enough to spread the truth to them.
The culture at Madrid is such that Madrid believe themselves to be above what every other club does. So you don't see them air their dirty laundry in there. Have you ever seen a player want to leave Madrid and like other clubs then do Madrid will be begging a player to stay? They don't beg.
That's how big
Anyway, they don't act like the way other clubs are.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So that I'm really am not surprised by them doing that.
Anyway, I wish you could go on and on and on. It's already 10 p.m.
So the 10 p.m. came fast.
But I'd like to say a big thank you, like I always do, to all of you for